are watching Where Are They Now with your host, Dianne Hart. Now here's Dianne.
Good evening. Welcome to Where Are They Now? I'm your host, Dianne Hart, and tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing Mr. Al Bracey, a promoter, a singer, and a songwriter. How are you tonight?
Beautiful tonight. How are you, Dianne?
I'm wonderful, blessed, and highly favored. So let's just jump right in. Where are you from?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I love it too, yes.
What schools did you attend?
High school was Southeastern, and junior high was Post, and numerous other elementary schools, from Lingelman to Campbell. There was just so many elementary schools, but I loved it all. I loved the journey. I loved it all, yes.
You're a singer, a promoter, and a songwriter. Can you put it in order for me?
Singing first, of course, I used to sing for my aunt. Joe Tech songs. He used to give me a nickel. And I mean, like back then, you could buy a lot of candy with a nickel. And it kept me singing, because I wanted to get more candies. I was singing for her all the time, my Aunt Dorothy. From there, my mother used to always play Al Green all day, every day. How can you mend a broken heart? Over and over. I heard a song more in my life. I mean, I can listen to a song for the next 30 years. I would never hear a song as many times if I heard How Can You Mend a Broken Heart. Believe that. I don't know. She had a broken heart. Wear the album out, Dianne. I'm telling you, it used to be white. The album was black. That one, and then she'd go buy another album and wear it out again, just over it. We didn't watch TV, just all day. She drinking and playing. I said, oh, mama. I loved Al Green because he was embedded in us. It was like going through our blood all day. I love it.
After the singing, then promoter. And how'd you get to the promoter?
Well, getting to the promoter, let's go back to this.
I was about to say, let's back up to singer, because you didn't tell me when you started singing. We talked about your mom and your aunt.
Yeah, see, actually now, I was professional, Dianne, because my aunt used to pay me nickels, and they say when you get paid, right? I wasn't old enough to go to the store by myself. I had to share. I had to always share, like with my sister, right? So, but I was very young. Singing. And then prior to promotion, starting in junior high school, singing in talent shows, singing Al Green, of course, in talent shows. And then getting in high school, you was singing in some shows. And there was a group out of Detroit back then that was called Al Hudson and the Soul Partners. And I loved the group so much that I sung one of their songs. They had a song called I Got a Notion, You Got the Motion.
I know that song.
Yeah. And I was singing that one. And I was telling a friend of mine, I said, I'm going to be with that group one day. What happened, the group was performing. Actually, they wasn't performing. On the flyer, it said special invited guests. So in my mind, I'm thinking they're performing.
Right.
And I went to the show, saw the Black Orchid. And I went to the show. I happened to just meet Cortez, and he was explaining to me that. They said, no, we are special invited guests. We wasn't on the show. The new album out. And I said, okay. So how I got there, my brother-in-law dropped me off, and I said, I was on the east side. My brother-in-law dropped me off, and that was on the west side. And I said, I'll catch the bus back because I love this group so much. But ran into Cortez. He was telling me he had a new album out. We went to the record store, left the record store. I bought the album. And I was kind of counting my money and said, I got to have bus fare. I got to get back. But jumped on the bus, got back home. But he was telling me in the midst of that, he was saying, like, we need somebody to work with us. We need a roadie. And I said, yeah, man, I'll do it. Just show me, what I have to do. And that was like handling equipment and everything. And long story short, first gig was at the Furnace Pier in Chicago with Miss Ann Peebles. Never forget that. She made I Can't Stand the Rain.
Yes. And
she also 99 pounds. She was popular back then. She was actually on the same label as Al Green. And that's when that got me to promote is going on tour, all around the country, just going on tour, learning other artists. And one of the things I regret, Dianne, is that when we went on tour with Barry White,
oh wow,
Marvin Gaye, and I didn't get any pictures. Because, when you're on the road all the time with everybody, matter of fact, you don't even watch their show anymore. You stay in this. I can go see them at any time because it was always available for me. But I didn't realize that availability would run out. And that started back with them in about 1977. And then 1980 is when, I got married and I had to stop and raise the family. So the touring was kind of ended.
Right.
From there, I was doing kiddie discos, like cabaret, getting in bands and singing. I felt more joy in producing other people.
Right.
Because I have done that. I've done that. So
Right.
let somebody else, have a chance. So giving them a chance, Dianne, that gave me more joy. So now as you doing these shows and like now you're doing the cabarets, you have the people in the band come and perform. That's when your producer first start promoting now. Because I'm promoting these cabarets and I'm promoting this band and I'm managing and that's really how I got started until I started doing a bigger scale with national artists.
So now, were you writing all along during this time?
Not on a regular basis, not till around 1980 when a friend of mine had me go in the studio and sing his song, and I sung lead, and I was so eager to hear it on the radio, and which I never heard it on the radio, not his, but I mean, just that opportunity gave me more energy and inspiration, right? I said, you know what? He wrote that song and I sung it. Well, I could start writing my own song. So that's what inspired me to start writing for myself because I see I can sing it so I can write.
I know that's right. Well, we're going to take a break and we'll listen to your song, That Body,
Okay.
and then we'll be right back.
Girl, you got a strut that really blows my mind. And I really like the way you keep it in time. Your body looks so perfect, you have got pretty eyes. Every time you pass my way, I just get hypnotized. It's something about you, baby, that really turns me on. Maybe one of these days you let me take you home. I don't care if you're married or not, I just want that body you got. I don't care if the world think I'm wrong, but I just want that body for my own. Girl, you got a box, you know you got a frame. I don't even care about your first or last name. Girl, you got a body that really turns me on. It's the kind of body I need all night long. It might seem selfish, it might seem rude, I don't even care if you get an attitude. Your body make it rain, your body make it shine. One of these days that body will be mine. Cause I don't care if you're married or not, I just want that body you got. I don't care if the world think I'm wrong, but I just want that body for my own. I don't care if you're married or not, I just want that body you got. I don't care if the world think I'm wrong, but I just want that body for my own. Girl, you got a body that I want bad. It's the kind of body, baby, that I never had. If I make a wish and the wish come true, it would be that body, cause I know just what to do. Girl, you know your body makes my body hot. Girl, you got a body and I like what you got. It may not be the American way, but if you need some money, honey, I'll be glad to pay. I don't care if you're married or not, I just want that body you got. I don't care if the world think I'm wrong, but I just want that body for my own, yeah. I want your body, need it all night long. I can't get enough. The way you stretch your stuff, baby. You know you really drive me wild. You're such a sexy, sexy child. I wanna hold you tight. Put good loving in your night. I want your love to be mine. 'Cause your body's on time. I wanna squeeze.
Welcome back to Where Are They Now? I'm your host, Dianne Hart, and I have the privilege and pleasure of interviewing Mr. Al Bracey. And what a bad jam that is. What inspired that song?
That song is the 80s. From that time of the 80s, everybody was talking about that body. We had the idea of doing the latest dance, and it was the Cabbage Patch. Back in those days, we had that Cabbage Patch beat, and then we're going to put that funk on it, and then we're going to talk about that body. That body is really like a love song. When I wrote the song, I wasn't thinking about nobody else. It just fit at that time. In that era,
Right.
you know, all the songs that was in that area. And so I said, okay, I'll just do it. So I did that. And on the flip side of the song called Fired Up. Let me tell you about Fired Up. Remember Reaganomics?
Yep.
People were protesting at a store. And they said, fired up, can't take no more. And when they said they fired up, can't take no more, you remember Lamont Dozier came out, The Fish Ain't Biting, Harlem Dozier Holland, that used to write all the songs for Motown?
Uh-huh.
He wrote a song called The Fish Ain't Biting. He was talking about Richard Nixon back then, called him Tricky Dick. My era, it was Ronald Reagan, and it was called Reaganomics. So I had did a song, fired up, can't take no more. Fired up, I'm tired of being post. Fired up, Reaganomics at my door, can't take no more.
Do you write for others and collaborate with some other people?
Yes, I do. Then a friend of mine, Dave Robertson from One Way, then they got changed to One Way People Now Hudson. Dave had produced a lot of my music. I wrote a lot of songs. This particular song, he said, I can take that song to these other artists and shop it for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that started getting off into writing for other people. But I didn't do a lot. My main writing that I did for the group I had called The Phone Girl.
Ah.
And the reason why I call them The Phone Girl is because my niece sister-in-law was always on the phone. Cell phones wasn't that popular, right? They was always on the landline. Then I got a rap group called The Phone Girls, and I wrote all their material.
So now, do you have any new music coming out?
Sure do.
What you got coming out?
Company that I'm with, we got albums going to change your mind. From electro, funk to house. We're really picking the game, but they don't dance anymore, Diane. We want to bring them back to dancing like male and female on the floor, dancing again. Bracey Records for 60 and over. In the business, they tell you at 26 that you're done, but we're saying 60 plus, we can make it happen for you with a good track and good production.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to get a lot of verses. We can make it happen.
Are you all doing any Southern Soul?
Yes.
On your new album coming out, you'll have some Southern Soul?
On the compilation album, Southern Soul will be on that. Southern Soul will be on Lady Love. Lady Love has an album coming out, and she's going to be doing some Southern Soul as well as some neo soul, some house. Watch out for Lady Love.
And you're doing some promoting in Detroit. You got some shows coming up.
This coming Sunday, we have our first annual show. It's called a Blues Festival. It's at the Soul Village, and that is at 12901 Auburn. That's right off the Schoolcraft. When you're in Detroit, it's every Sunday from 12 noon to 8:30 p.m. Bring your lunches, but guess what, Diane? For $5, with nothing but live entertainment, we have DJs, we have food trucks, we have vendors to 8:30 p.m. And you'll just have a lovely time. It's called Soul Village.
We've talked about the fact that you have written some music, but we're going to take a break and we're going to play a song that you wrote. And then when we come back, we're going to let you tell us a little bit about that song and who was actually singing that song. And that song is Forever. So let's take a break. We're going to listen to Forever and we will be right back. to Where Are They Now? I'm your host, Dianne Hart, and my special guest tonight is Mr. Al Bracey. Tell us a little bit about who's singing that song and what inspired that song.
That song was done by a young lady named Brittany. Now, Dave Robertson had came to me. He said, she's got a record deal. She's hot. I got Ron Banks of the Dramatics singing the song with her. And that's what really inspired me and motivated me to know that someone of that caliber would sing on a song that I wrote. I would cherish that forever.
That's a bad jam. I mean, who wouldn't want to sing that song?
Appreciate that. That really meant a lot that Dave chose all the songs that he writes in one way, right? He wanted to take my song, and I said, that has to be from the Most High. Because he knows too many people in this business just to take my song, but he loved it as well.
So now tell me what social media platforms you're on and how to find it.
Facebook. Al Bracey, X, Al Bracey, YouTube, Al Bracey, Instagram, or just give me a call at 313-354-5549. Yeah.
Not only is he singing songs, he's singing his phone number too. So that shows he's a real true singer, right? Time is really winding down. Boy, time goes so fast when we're having fun. But I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what kind of advice can you give? And let's give some nuggets to some of these young folk who might want to get into the industry, or senior people like myself who may be just getting in, that's 60 and over.
The best advice I can give you is, in this business, learn all you can. You can go to a lot of artists and they'll tell you, oh, my accountant ran off with my money. And always learn what they're doing. Stay on top of the game. Now, the industry, a lot of times they get you, well, we had to pay for the video and we paid for your cars and bought you a home. You were in debt. That's the first thing you have to watch out for when you sign. You have to have you an entertainer's lawyer to go into this business. Don't go in blind. If you believe in the Most High who gave you the gift, then you always find ways to learn more and more, do more research. Heavy D, MC Hammer, Master P made millions from their trunk. So a lot of times people go in the studio and they say, okay, now what do I do now? Well, let me go on Spotify. Let me go on all these little platforms. But when it goes digital, they control it. You only got a half a penny. That's what they tell you. You don't know. So what you want to do is find ways you can create and stay in control of your music. Take everything you do in this business. Take it serious because it's a gift. And it didn't have to happen for you, but it did. You got the motivation, spirit, the talent to do it. All of the business part has to be in the talent of it. The industry will build you up like a R. Kelly or make you feel you're so great. They can take that away from you. Make you think, well, I'm God in this thing. And boom, they'll tear you down. You always have to beware and be 2 steps ahead. Being 2 steps ahead is learning what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Absolutely. But I know that you're also busy in doing some other things, some good things out in your community to help others. Let's talk a little bit about that.
I am on the board of Fans of America for our veterans. We are now doing shows to raise money, getting land and in South Carolina, right by Myrtle Beach, there are 715 acres of land that we're going to build on. My job here in Detroit is to raise money for property that we're going to have for our veterans right here in Detroit. You'll be surprised of what the women veterans are not receiving. And it's not that we're going against man against woman.
You're not trying to get one against the other.
But the system is doing that. And so we want to now make sure that the women and children of veterans can be covered and that they don't have to share and do a co-op or anything. They can have their own facility with their land where they can grow and develop and do a lot of things that they would like to do too. So they serve this country. Now it's time for the country to serve them. I
agree with you wholeheartedly. I just want to remind you that you need to reach out to your congressional people. Start with your state representatives. Talk to the city of Detroit. There are programs and there's grant dollars available to help our veterans. And right now, Congress has really been pouring serious dollars into veterans programs for mental health and for housing to help create a better sense of, lack of a better word is, they need to just take care of our veterans, period, both our females and males. And they've not been doing it like they can. And so, they're putting a lot of money out in order to help our veterans. So make sure that you reach out to your elected officials looking for the grants that they have. I'm going to ensure that my staff goes back and finds this last quarter of grants and send it to you. It'll have the dates on it of when they have to be filled out or when they expire and what's available. So we want to make sure that we help you to do that. Because look, what you're doing is absolutely phenomenal. And I understand that your fiance is also working with buddies.
Yeah, she's working with buddies.
That's right.
Yeah, for the children with disability. She's also working with suicide prevention. So we are going to be working with like mental health as well. But I just want to remind people, please go to Fans of America Foundation. When you go to that, you can make a donation. You pay $19 a month, or just support and bring everything back to those who deserve it. AmericaFoundation.org. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, that's critically important. And if you have some video or something that you'd like us to plug at the end of the show, send that to me. Like if you all have a commercial, Fans of America, then you can send that to us and we can make sure we put that in there. But I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity to interview you, Mr. Al Bracey. You're a phenomenal man doing a whole lot of good things in your community and for people. So I want to commend you for that. And again, thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Dianne. You have a beautiful spirit, a great heart. That's your last name. Great heart. And you live up to it. And I'm so honored that you would have me on your show. And if anything I can ever do, just give me a call and sing my name.
Absolutely. I'll sing it when I'm going through YouTube trying to find your page. But I want to just say thank you, and I greatly appreciate you for allowing me this opportunity. You can catch Where Are They Now on the opening statement. That's right here in Tampa Bay on the Lit TV network every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. That's my channel. You can also watch Where Are They Now every Thursday night on Detroit Hot TV on Facebook. So please, you all, and don't forget to go to my YouTube channel, that's Dianne Hart, like and subscribe, and hit that bell. So every time I upload a video, you'll get it. So I want to thank you, and good night. Bye-bye.